Thank you so much, Elaine, for having me today.
So just to start us off, I think one of the questions I definitely try and ask everybody is, why did you choose Fresno State?
Why did I choose Fresno State? Well, I grew up in the Central Valley, raised here. I'm proud of the Central Valley and all of the agricultural, all of the people who come to Fresno State and represent our rural underserved communities. It's really a a pleasure and a privilege to come to Fresno State and represent your local community.
Going through the program, how do you feel like the experiences you had going through as an MPH student prepped you for your current career?
I would say that the amount of reading, research, knowing how to collect data, how to run the data, then write that summary on how your data, what it really means in the community, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going through the process of either doing a project or a thesis itself, right, and get it published is a huge undertaking. So I would say that all of those things help you in the real professional world. I mean, it really is about work-life balance, stress management. It's about knowing how and when to give yourself grace.
Yes, right? Yes.
Coming here to Fresno State to the MPH program really helped me with my career. As a young professional, I did my undergrad work here, and in my young professional career, in my days at the American Lung Association in California, I had over 300 volunteers and interns, undergrads, come through and learn about our programs and services. Whether that would be asthma programs or the air quality flag program, teaching people how to manage lung disease, or learning about how the air quality impacts your health in school systems. So that was the beginning of me deciding where I wanted to go with my career and how far I really wanted to take it. So coming back to get my MPH and how that prepared me for the next part of my career just came to me at a perfect timing in my life. I was at a place where, I was really years into working for the American Lung Association, and I wanted to take that next step. I wanted to become senior management or become a supervisor or a team lead of a program or a service, or even an organization, right? So having that MPH really gave me that edge into my next career goal.
I like that. I think it's awesome that you went from the American Lung Association to Fresno County. How does that happen? Or what made you make the change?
Well, that was all timing, right? I really feel like sometimes God guides us in certain directions at times. For me, it was my career at the American Lung Association came to an abrupt end because the organization was closing, which gave me the opportunity of, after having my MPH behind my name, really made me qualify to apply for a position at Fresno County Department of Public Health. And working as a health educator at the county health department, I would say the minimum qualification is you must have an MPH credential. There's not that many people or not that many students that would qualify. You would have to have years and years of field experience to substitute that in your application. So having your MPH really does open up doors.
When did you graduate from the program here?
Gosh, it's been many years. I would say about maybe 13, 14 years. So in 2013 was when I finally finished my thesis and moved on, right, in my career.
And what was, if you don't mind me asking, what was your thesis on?
My thesis was on the air quality flag program and whether or not coaches would change student or make accommodations or change student outdoor behaviors based on what the air quality index was. I think at the time, for me, it was cutting edge because in the very beginning, we worked really hard at the American Lung Association in California to develop the program, to really educate the teachers, the students, and school faculty about how air quality affects student health, especially when they're outdoors for recess, or if we're doing football or soccer after school sports. When to really make that decision, should we cancel a game or a sporting event? It's really important for administrators to understand the health impacts and how that would affect a young adult.
What type of advice would you give us?
I gotta say, going through the Masters of Public Health is probably one of the biggest challenges of your life. It will challenge you, and it's gonna prepare you for that career that you've wanted. It's a step in the right direction. It will be tough, but you can get through, right? But again, it's really about knowing that this program is for a short time in your life, right? Where you might have to give yourself that grace, that time to really talk and communicate with your friends, your family, your social network, your friends, and say, hey, for the next 2 years, I might not be at every event, every family event, or every friend gathering. Or that might look like talking to your husband or your children and saying, hey, I'm not going to be able to wash the clothes all the time for us or clean the kitchen. Can you guys help me? It might look like if you're a go-getter and you're working 40 plus hours, you know, if you work long hours and you're dedicated to your job 120%, it might look like taking 1 or 2 days off a week when the going gets tough and you really need to meet the requirements of the program. Like, we all have to decide where that work-life-school balance is.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yes. I think bottom line is, remember, it's not forever. It will pass. It's going to make you stronger. And going through this program is worth it. It's 100% worth it. Everything has a balance. And you got to know when you got to let something go here to do more here. And then do less here, and then pick up where you left off here. So the best thing you can do for your mental health is know those barriers, set healthy barriers, and it's not going to be forever. You're going to get through this. It's so easy for some people to just apply based off of their skills, but some people don't know someone. When you come to a new community like Fresno and you grow up in a small rural town, you don't know very many people. So you have to really build that network. Part of building that network is connecting well and engaging with your professors, making sure you get that internship, making sure that you connect with professors for letters of recommendation. If you're looking for a job, if you're applying to the master's program, it's all really important. And I think for me, I really stayed connected to the master's program and Fresno State by being involved in the MPH Advisory Committee. I really enjoyed being on that board, helping to shape and to see where the program is going, and seeing how it's evolved. I participated in that committee as a student, and then I participated in that committee as a working professional, and now not only do I do that, but I also get the opportunity to mentor MPH interns and volunteers in my own workplace. It really makes me feel proud of Fresno State students and where they're going in their careers, right? I get the opportunity to demonstrate and train them and show what the real life application is of policy systems and environmental change. What is that? Like, what is that? So, you know, and through the programs and services that are offered through Fresno County Department of Public Health and the Division of Health Policy and Wellness, most of our programs there have to deal with policy or a systems change or some changing an environment in a community, in this community in Fresno County. And a lot of students don't really know what that means or what that looks like. So when they come to me and they're interning, we get to teach them that working with local residents in a community who has really high risk for chronic illness, folks that are constantly exposed to poor air quality or lack the transportation to get fresh fruits, vegetables, or even medical care. Those are all challenges in our community, right? But we don't really see that until you actually get the job and you're doing it. But when you intern for us, it's my opportunity to show and demonstrate what a health educator means to serve our community, right? You're changing policies. You're changing something in someone's environment, in their neighborhood, in their community that will hopefully make their health and wellness and well-being better. So all of the things that you learn in the MPH program and in your undergrad, they pay off in the end. You are going to use that.
I think that type of advice definitely helps me, and it'll definitely help students that look into this years from now.
You know, bottom line is, I hope my words help somebody or empower somebody or help somebody to decide, you know what, she's right, I can do this, I can get through it. And you know, there's no shame in getting help.
Well, Susie, this was great. Thank you so much again for taking your time out of this Friday afternoon to come and speak with me and to give such valuable advice for current students like me and students out there wondering, is this something that I want?
Well, thank you for having me. It's wonderful talking to you. I hope that this short video might inspire someone to maybe think about coming and doing the Masters of Public Health, or maybe reaching out to, how would I say, make them feel a little bit better about going through the program. Ultimately, my goal is to help in any way possible.
Thank you.